Hey guys, welcome back to some more Breath of the Wild. I am joined today by Shane.
Hey guys.
And if you've watched our Twilight Princess video that is probably up by this point, you'll probably recognize what's going on here because, again, we've had a bit of an issue. And I've had an audio issue again because fuck my computer and its inability to do things right.
Right.
The issue here was that me and Shane were actually about to record Breath of the Wild. We were just going to go back and re-record this whole section, just load up the old save file and go at it. Apparently Breath of the Wild only lets you save one previous save and 6 previous autosaves. So, yeah, this point is gone. So we can't go back and re-record it unless we replay the whole game. So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the Twilight Princess. What are we going to call it? Like, it's not live commentary, it's, I guess
Post-commentary.
Post-commentary? Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the Twilight Princess post-commentary because you're going to get another set of it here. And this video is at times 2 speed, so I don't actually know how long it is. I just know where we ended it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We're tackling Rudania. We're going in. We've got, I think, 9 potions on us to allow us to get through it, and we don't need all of them. We don't even need one while we're in here. It's nice and cool in the dungeon.
Yeah, which we never realized until, I think, already, but still. It is at time 2 speed.
Yeah, it is, yeah. And I gotta say, I think we mentioned this in the recording. I wish there were more points in Breath of the Wild, at least one more point, where we had to go through the darkness like this.
Yeah.
Because there's a forest to the north that we may or may not visit in this extent of this recording. Oh yeah, I was impressed with that deflect. I just kind of panicked and held up the shield and actually reflected the bullet back at him. But there's a forest in the northern half of Hyrule that we can go to later. We might go to later, where you have to find your way through a forest and fight a Hinox in the dark. And I love it. It was a great section. I loved this section in Rudania. It was really well done. But I think those are the only 2 dark spots in the whole game.
Yeah, when I think about it, that's the only place I can think of that has it.
It's like if it had been up to me, I would have added 2 more. 2 more. I mean, I would have been happy with 1 more, but 2 more just for good measure. You know?
Yeah, that would have made it great.
It would have made it a more regular thing, so you have time to adapt and get used to the darkness in the sections and still enjoy it.
Adapt, overcome.
Yes.
Get used to the darkness. The darkness is your friend, Link.
I like this dungeon though. It was
Interesting.
It was interesting. It had its nice uniqueness to it. The risk of always falling into lava when you're out on the spine and turn things sideways, that was fun.
I think he talks during this part.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's going to be at times 2 speed. I'm not sure how interesting that will be, hearing all the people talk at times 2 speed.
I'm curious.
Well, next time we get a thing, we'll be quiet and let him talk. We'll have to talk. Well, we can let him talk when it comes to the boss fight when he's introducing the bad guy. And then we burst into flame, right?
Yeah, right away.
Yeah, I would like to think I did that on purpose just to light my torch, but I know that's not the case.
Not to mention you put your torch out.
Yeah. It was kind of sad that didn't work. I expected it to light things.
Uh-huh.
I gotta say, the dungeon was kind of entertaining. It's not the hardest, not by a long shot. But I felt like it's one that I enjoyed just because the challenges were in a central location to a degree. Oh, right, I got hit by the door.
Forgot about that. Hey, arrow.
First risk of death.
Do you ever pick that arrow up?
I don't think I do.
I don't think you
No,
do.
I don't think I do.
And we ran out of arrows.
Yeah, we did run out of arrows later. But it's just one of those dungeons where I felt like everything had a fairly centralized location, so it was easy to access everything. You came back to this main spot multiple times. It was nice.
Yeah.
Very well done.
Yeah.
Although still, like I've said in multiple parts of this Breath of the Wild recording, and now in our Twilight Princess post-commentary recording, I really wish the dungeons had been bigger in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
You know, the shrines were nice, but the dungeons were a bit of a letdown. This is what I was talking about, by the way. Running along the spine.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember. Did we fall in the lava at one point?
You fell, but it wasn't in the lava. You caught yourself.
Oh, yeah, right. I think we do that here in just a second.
Yep.
That's right, because I couldn't get back up the wall. It wouldn't let me up. So, like, well, fuck, what the hell am I supposed to do now? So I just kind of jumped in and did that. I don't know why I didn't just turn it while I was on the spine.
I don't know either.
What the hell I was thinking there.
I was under the impression you didn't mean to fall off there and just barely caught yourself.
I might have accidentally fallen, I don't know.
Because you were trying to jump up on it and then...
Oh, that's right, yeah, because I turned around to try and get like a bit of a run up and just walked right into the hole.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And then we need the blue flame to get through that.
Right. Yeah, now there was something, was it on the tail? Yeah, we noticed,
there's a chest on the tail.
Yeah,
because the tail and the head don't turn.
Yeah, and so I was just thinking about that. We were up here at the head, and you went out there on the head, which you'll see that, but it's not long.
Yeah.
But yeah, and there was nothing there.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed. You think they would have put a chest on the head or something?
Yeah. Put something at the eyes.
Yeah.
All right, let's get moving.
They could have done a shrine with that. They could have put a shrine in the head, and you had to activate both eyes with fire to open the shrine.
Right? I mean, granted, the weapon is inside the head, but
yeah,
still.
But like you could have, like, in the back side of his head, like, just like...
Where are
basically,
you
like,
going?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. And then we were...
That's right, I was trying to get into the tail.
And then you sat there and you're like, I'm not sure if I just screwed myself.
Yeah.
But it just so happened to turn it the right way.
It turned the right way. It's a good thing it didn't turn the other way. I would have been fucked.
Right.
But I'm just thinking, it would have been cool if they had, if, like, in the base of the skull, there was, like, a little hole down into a shrine room or whatever, but it's blocked off by a grate. So you've got to, like, light a fire in both eyes, and then it opens up that gate, and you can drop down to the backside of the head to get the
That would have been cool. Yeah.
Probably a bit easy, though, compared to the other ones in this. I mean, I guess the shrine in the tail is kind of the same thing to a degree, light a fire to get through, and I really enjoyed this challenge right here, even though I did not have any fucking arrows. Although I have to say, Nintendo, just for future reference and patch references, if you could allow a torch to fly through this hole, that would be great. Because I think I tried this at one point. Yep, here it is. And the fact that a torch cannot be thrown through there is really annoying.
You get it really close, though.
I think at one point it flies perfectly lined up. Like that one right there. It landed on the edge of the eye. That should have gone through, but it just didn't.
But
and I was so disappointed.
If it had, it was at too low of a trajectory to light the torch.
Well, to a degree, no. I feel like if it had gone through, I feel like it would have actually hit it.
It was going down already. That's why it got caught in the eye.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Still, I still wish they could have allowed a torch to go through.
And then you would have been out of a torch. But it's okay. You get arrows here.
Yeah, they give you plenty of arrows to get through it. I wish that the torch could have gone through. That would have been so nice. Just been like because that's one of the things Breath of the Wild's known for. If you're creative enough and if you think about it in the right way, you can solve any of these puzzles. Like a lot of them can be solved in multiple ways, and I was a bit disappointed.
Especially in this game, what with physics engine and whatnot.
Like what I just did there, where I turned the thing sideways and then leapt halfway up the turn just to glide that small gap. Which I remember in the recording, you were like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Oh, all right, cool. I didn't know you could make that. Like,
well, it wasn't so much that I thought you couldn't make it. I just assumed you were gonna go, like the normal way.
When do I ever do things the normal way? You should know by now. I never do things the right way.
Right? Oh, I know.
For example, by trying to light my arrow on fire by running it into that.
Yeah, and then we talked about that. I thought you were going to drop it on yourself, and you said...
almost did.
Yeah.
I almost did. I don't know. I think that's one of the reasons I love Breath of the Wild. There's just so many ways you can do everything. And I think those are the moments where I get disappointed in Breath of the Wild the most, is whenever you try to do something in a creative way that should have worked, but it just wasn't accounted for.
Yeah. Which, I mean, granted, they can't account for everything.
Oh, yeah, no, not at all.
And that's part of why they rely on the physics engine so much. I mean, that's basically what drives Breath of the Wild in this.
Yeah.
In that creativity. Is because that allows for things that they didn't even think of doing, but allows you to do it.
Like me walking along the edge there while it turned sideways. The number of times that in this dungeon alone, turning it left and right, I managed to cheat the system. There's so much you can do in this game, and it's great.
Yeah.
Still wish the dungeon had been bigger.
Yeah.
It's my only complaint. In all of Breath of the Wild, my only complaint. Because we just had this discussion a little bit ago. Because in classic Zelda games, and I'm just saying classic isn't like a roundabout way. This right here, just this. I had to go back and forth because I just got it wrong. Because in classic Zelda games, there's 8 dungeons. The dungeons are fairly lengthy, fleshed out. They sometimes have a bit of story to them, and then there's a boss at the end.
Right.
And then there are a whole fuck ton of heart pieces scattered throughout Hyrule for you to find. Mm-hmm. Well, I can see why they made this change, because Breath of the Wild is massive. If I had to search for heart pieces in Breath of the Wild, I would have been pissed. Mm-hmm. I would have been as annoyed as the goddamn Korok seeds. I would not have done it. And as such, I would have done, like, no hearts and died a ton of times.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that they would basically replace the heart pieces with the shrines. The shrines are much bigger, more noticeable. You know, you can find them. You can even use them as teleport points. It's great.
Yeah.
So I love the whole shrine aspect for getting the heart pieces and getting the stamina. I thought that was really well done. But the problem there is that since, as we said earlier, not in the recording,
Right.
since the shrines take the place of the heart pieces, it doesn't feel like there was any justification for cutting it down to 4 shrines or 4 temples, you know, dungeons. Right. It's like, let's say, for example, there's 120 heart pieces in every other game. It's like, all right, cool. We replaced 120 heart pieces with 120 shrines. We've got a nice, you know, 1-for-1 there. But, oh, look, instead of 8 temples, we now have 4 divine beasts that are half the size of normal temples. So it's basically like, instead of having 8 temples, we have 2.
Yeah.
Because, well, honestly, I would say 2, and I wouldn't even say that that's 2 for 2. Like, 2 divine beasts is a temple. It's like the desert divine beast is 1 temple, and then the other 3 are a temple. Because the divine beast in the desert is challenging. I actually had a tough time doing that one. It was a blast. That is the only divine beast in this entire game that I consider to be a challenge and a divine beast.
Yeah.
The other 3 were just kind of meh.
Meh.
Oh, and this fight here. I remember this. Okay.
You wanted to get ready for it.
I wanted to get ready for the fight, thinking after the first fight we had, you know, whenever I tried him and got slaughtered, I thought this is going to be tough, this is going to be hard, this is going to be a challenge. Oh my god, was I wrong.
Well, not to mention here, you're getting everything ready, because last time you got it ready, or you didn't get it ready until you were in the fight.
Yeah,
And so every time it reset, you'd have to go through
and get ready again,
Yeah.
Watch yourself now. That ugly pain in the crag is Ganon's handiwork. Thing got the best of me 100 years ago. Good luck, little guy. Go get him!
Alright, so yeah, I actually, because I had to clarify here in the recording, I did not practice dodges, I did not practice ducks, I did not practice any sort of preparation for any of this.
Trust me, they know I'm watching this first
Yeah,
one.
they know. Yeah, you'll know it watching this one. But oh my god, I think I got lucky here in a minute. I think it was like the 2nd or 3rd attempt. I just got some really nice dodges in.
It was the 2nd attempt. You beat him on the 2nd attempt.
That's right, it was the 2nd attempt, right?
Yeah.
But the whole time, me and Shane are freaking out because I'm just like, oh my god, oh my god. Hopefully, you'll see here in a minute whenever I finally die.
Just the way you said that.
Yeah. Now I haven't pre-edited this, so there's no death counter on screen for us. It'll be there whenever you guys see it in a minute. Well, like right there on that screen, you'll see what death counter we're on.
Yeah.
Because I keep track of the death counters. I think we're on like 60 plus now. It's been quite a few.
Yeah, he's not that good.
Oh, shut up. Because I wanted to beat him with what we deemed this dodge here was impressive. With what we deemed our hero's weapon for the Goron area, you know. And then I got it again, and I was like, oh my god, 2, this is amazing. And then I got a 3rd one. I was like, this is fucking bullshit. How the hell am I doing this? I think it was like 1 more hit, and then he was good to go. 1 or 2 more hits.
It was something close.
Oh, that's right. I shoot him like, yeah. I think I hit him 1 more time and then he's good to go. Because I just shoot him with an arrow.
Yeah.
There's the halfway mark.
And that was fast.
Yeah, that was crazy fast.
Even without
even without times 2 speed, that was crazy fast.
Yeah.
We had a little trouble here. We couldn't figure out how to get an attack on him.
I saw it
Because
I
knew you mentioned that I needed to use the bombs because that's where I figured it out. But I had trouble with the timing on it because I kept wasting my bombs beforehand and then having to wait on the timer to reset.
Not to mention this one in particular, you would have had your timing right, but you didn't detonate your previous bomb.
I forgot to detonate the previous one. So then you reminded me there. You said detonate the bomb, So I actually took care of it. It was nice. The fight was entertaining. We had a blast doing this. I'm really, really sad the audio broke.
Yeah.
I would have loved to just keep this in its classic form, in the original form.
I like that wasn't good that, you finally got your bomb in there and then you didn't make it in time.
Yeah, I didn't get close enough to attack him. But I do like this next section because I think this one took us a minute to figure out because we couldn't remember how to like fight back with him and what we needed to deflect to hit him in a sec because I think he started staying away. And then we finally realized that we could just deflect the ball back and it was really slow, easy to deflect.
Yeah. Let's see, I had a thought about that because remember when I fought Ganon.
Oh, right. Hold on a sec. You're going to love this.
Thing.
You tell me to deflect the ball, and I'm thinking classic Ocarina of Time deflect.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. And I'm sitting there like, what were you doing?
I was trying to deflect it. I just forgot you have to use shields for deflecting in this.
Yeah.
And then I tried this one, but my shield broke. Yeah. I just did not.
It's a good thing he didn't do that again.
Yeah, it's a good thing he never did that again, or I would have been fucked. He almost killed me there. God, I was worried, because after all the work I had done and the 3 lucky flurry rushes, and that dodge in midair, like, this whole fight, I was impressed with myself, because I just got lucky so many times.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't even be impressed and say it was skill. It was all luck.
Here's where I finally impressed upon you. Use the shield!
There we go. Then he got it, we hit him, and then he was above the air, so we couldn't actually hit him.
Yeah.
Bastard.
Right?
He spent a lot of time like away from the platforms, and it really bugged me because I could have finished this fight even faster.
Still, just the fact that you made all this.
Oh, this is great. He goes through the spin attack, and I managed to stay underneath him so he couldn't actually hit me. Of course, he almost killed me again.
Yeah, and right there, you basically had 1 hit left.
I had 1 hit left, and I was like, "Fuck this! I don't even need to fight him." I just threw my sword at him.
Yeah. And we were both like, for a second there, we thought you were done with that hit.
Yeah.
There was just like a split second where we were like, we gotta go through all this again. You had 1 hit left.
Yeah, I was so worried. Mm-hmm. But we did it. We beat him. It was really well done. I was impressed. And then it was great.
Yeah, turned out wonderfully. Now you get a heart piece. Or heart.
And more fast-talking Daruk.
Yeah. And his protection.
Yes.
I'd rather have Urbosa's.
Always use protection. Of the Goron strength.
Okay. Yep.
99.99% success rating.
It's better than Zora's.
Great work, little guy. I owe you big for this. Because of you, my spirit is finally free. Can't thank you enough. I feel like I should apologize. I was doing all I could to protect Hyrule when that thing got the best of me. Sorry that me resting with the rubble caused such a mess. The good news is, Rudania is now back under our control. That means that our century-old Ganon beatdown plan can finally go into effect. I'm gonna take this down the mountain. I'll have a better shot at Ganon there. And then, once you've made your way into Hyrule Castle, we're gonna light that thing up. I want to give you something. It's a special power of mine called Daruk's Protection. It's no good to me now that I'm a spirit, but it might be useful for you. Here it comes! From this moment forth, the power of protection from the depths of my soul now lives inside you. Good luck, little guy. And give my regards to the princess. There said here. Now we just gotta wait for the perfect shot. Once Link is in the castle, Rudania will unleash an epic blast. Ganon won't know what hit him. Hyrule looks pretty good from up here, even after 100 years. The old rolling grounds sure are a sight for sore eyes. I wonder how the Gorons fared after the Great Calamity. I sure hope everyone down there is still going strong after every... Huh? Hey, look at that. Still going strong indeed. Ha! Huh.
Yeah! Yeah! Woo!
So I'm not sure if I'll keep that at times 2 speed. I'll probably put that back at normal speed just because it's the cutscenes. The cutscenes are real nice and fancy and they look good. But every other time the Rudania talks, I'll keep that in times 2 speed just so you can at least hear what we were seeing. But I think I'll keep that cutscene in its normal form just because they're really good cutscenes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think with this, because at this point we were a bit shocked because I expected the whole dungeon and everything to take a little longer, maybe at least 45 minutes to an hour, and we were done with it in like, not even, I think it was like 25 minutes.
I think
it was
so.
hardly any time at all. So we decided to go shrine hunting, kind of. It took us a sec to figure out what the hell we were going to do.
We didn't go shrine hunting. We
Not shrine
decided to
hunting,
leave
no,
that,
yeah, not shrine hunting. We went relic hunting because we were looking for the rest of the
We
the
basically
EX treasures.
did all the EX treasures that we could think of off the top of our heads.
So I mean, I'll skip ahead here, guys. See you in just a second when we actually get to where one of those EX treasures is.